All right, here's my market recap for December 21st, 2023. And been a little while since I've done one of these, so I figured I want to go over what I'm looking at here rather than just make a screenshot. I'll try to make it short so I can getting kind of late for me. I need to get to sleep soon. So try to make this nice and short. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I'll bring up my new thing. See, I'm trying out TradingView. This is pretty cool. I've got a volume heat map. I've got a volume profile heat map and session volume profile. And it shows me value area high and low. I can see all this stuff on it. During the daytime, it even has the developing VPOC on it. But anyway, saw this huge drop yesterday. Huge drop. About close to 90 points, 85, 90 points. And to me, this looks like you've got the most volume of this whole thing right here. You're in an area of balance right down here. You know, we have a heat map, kind of like this is just with volume, but it's I think it's pretty cool. You know, it's a heat map like you'd have on Bookmap, but it's just volume profile. And see, this went back up to test this VPOC. Tested it once. You know, from this day. We've got kind of this these ones here. Price testing back at. Got this VPOC here, this tested VPOC again. This went way down, opened up with a gap. Opened up with a gap, filled the gap. And tested this previous price. It looked like it just, well, it didn't quite touch it. It didn't quite touch it, but it is right on it. So is that 92.50? Yeah, so it was one tick off basically. You know, and then you get a refill of this gap. Most of it anyway, because you have potential support here. You know, here. You can almost draw a box. There you can almost make a box almost like that. Like right there. And I'm really liking this TradingView, by the way. So, $20 a month for it. So I'm doing the free trial, but I like it so far. It's less of a pain in the butt than Investor RT is. So I've got a gap fill. You know, 1, 2, 3. Testing up. And this just happened to be the close. it comes down, S here. And could this be a sign of things going up? Hard to tell. You know, we just have tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be 22nd. Then we got a long holiday weekend and happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever, to anybody that watches this. Whatever holidays. I think that's all the holidays right now. And you see, this is so cool. We got the testing it again in this high volume. Is this going to be too high? I mean, I don't know. But look, here's a low volume area. And here's an area with more volume, but this has more of it. You're going into this area. This is a bunch of balance going, well, this is all considered to be a fair retail price bouncing around in this heat map. Now it's going, okay, this is caught the buyer's attention. Now we're going up here. Let's see, every time you zoom out, it's got to load. Yeah, you can see it. This is about as far as I need to zoom out anyway, because this is right near where the all-time high has ever been. So, yeah, this would kind of tell me, this came back, retested. This is almost like that Wyckoff spring, that slowdown goes over this whole thing. Look where the bottom is. This could be a little peekaboo right here. A little peekaboo. And then going right back around here, and this could be the spring going up higher to uncharted territory. Now, man, I don't like it when it makes my stuff all big like that. I save it, but it resets all these settings. And they're too big. Yeah, these things are too big. Gotta shrink them maybe to 11. And let's look for these, I don't think I have time to go over all of it, but try to use our little checklist here and try to find one of these and rate it. Where did this open during market hour? So you've got a bunch of back and forth. Yeah, I can't zoom really close into that. Do I see anything looks like my setup I'm looking for? Not really. This is a bunch of indecision. This all kind of, at the moment, supports making it look like could go higher, and then you have I know that could be trapped buyers right there. Down, down. Did any of this actually fill? Oh, a little bit. A little bit filled. These can be deceiving because you gotta zoom in and you gotta be like, well, did it fill or not? All right, there, look. It's just a little peekaboo, little poop. Trying to make it look like something filled there. When you zoom out, maybe that's maybe there's people that know that. They're going, okay, this looks like it filled, but it didn't. Pulled away at the last second. We don't know exactly who's using Bookmap. On the institutional side, maybe they've come up with some sophisticated stuff. I've got no idea. It's beyond me. On here's a pretty classic one. How about go? That's a little consolidation. You know, we've got a little bit of this coming up. You know, we have this breaking here. Put her. Oh, that didn't go how I wanted it. Oh no. No, I want to move it. Okay, you get something. Okay, well, you know, well, I'm going to look for. Let me look at this for a second here. Okay, well, you have some things kind of supporting. Now, here's a potential move down. We've got a bunch of squiggly back and forth stuff. Yeah, this doesn't really. Gotta look at this chart range volume profile. I guess CVP can be useful looking into the past because, you know, you're just focusing on one section. This is the entire session. The SVP session volume profile, that's the entire market day because I'm in replay mode. This is just the chart range, what we are looking here zoomed in at. We're looking here, you know, this is beneath all this stuff. You got all this back, forth, but you're seeing, you know, who's in control. Sellers, sellers, sellers. Look, the buyers aren't really doing anything. The sellers got control here, and you've got liquidity. And, you know, you have this. What are the kind of a weak pullback? You rate that. Rate that. You've got these guys. They're trapped. Pretty obvious there. I mean, they're stuck. Give that like a 9. Deep and large move. That's a pretty good one. You know, it's not all red, but it's pretty good. Give that like an 8. You know, here's a little consolidation. Down, little consolidation, down. Look, down, little consolidation, down, little consolidation, down. Here, picking up a little volume. Little pullback, up. Yeah, the structure just repeats over and over. And over and over and over. And here's a VWAP mid, VPOC. So this is considered the, this was the accepted price at the time. And this appears to be too expensive. This is not coming back up. You have quite a few measured moves. I'd rate that pretty well. Right here, can't get above there, and you have this liquidity down there. That looks pretty promising. This could go on down. Like to both of them. We know they pull these things all the time, like I was saying. They'll pull these. When you're zoomed out, it'll look like it filled it, and it didn't. and it just filled maybe a small amount. You know, because you zoom in and you see this all pulled like just the moment before anything reached there. So this is all, these are a bunch of bait sometimes. Minor pullback moves. We see quite a few minor pullback moves. Looking pretty good. Large volume after absorption, exhaustion. I don't know. I'd give that a 6. Um, oh, entry. Well, yeah, you see it. You see it there. That's got pretty good moves. Pretty large price, steep and large price moves. Good relative volume. Target high liquidity. I mean, how much clear is this? Is one of the clearest I've seen. Trap traders, they're trapped here. Got high liquidity. A lot of this didn't get filled, but a lot of it's bait. And oh, these are your buyers. You're selling. That all looks pretty good. I would give that a pretty decent rating right there. Oops. Want to stretch this thing out so I can oops. Yeah. Yeah, so we're looking at that. Yeah, so I'm gonna save that. I'll wait a little bit. Oh, let me. Oh no, I better take a moment here and save that. Be a good screenshot. Okay. So there's one. Let me see if I can find another one here real quick. Yeah, you kind of see it. Look, here's another. It's just a repeating fractal structure. Happens over and over again. So at this point, you know, if I'm zoomed in here, where's my liquidity? You see it thin out here, so where's the buyers? You can see this is sitting way up there somewhere. The time this goes on, so you'd go, okay, you got somewhat of a consolidation. You've had this other move that ended, and you've got this one beginning. And, you know, around here, you know, you're starting to see the, now, and this is going back in hindsight, like doing it live. You have something kind of like that. Look at that slope. Look at that slope right there. This stuff happened. This comes here. The pullback. You've got some good buying volume. This is showing, okay, you've got this all taken care of. Here's some buyers. And could be showing support right here. Oh, breaking out of that trend. And you have some liquidity that's around here. You got that one, you know, way above there, so you see there's some kind of interest up in there for sellers, and then it adds on here. There's another potentially pretty nice move. Like even a move within a move. Look, maybe you don't see this in time. Maybe you know, and then you've got this, and you're going, okay, there's more liquidity going further on up. You've got this here. Now you've got some of this right here. More bids here. So you see this come in, you might be around here or here. That you've got that, so this might be an entry, and then going further on up until you start to see this back off a little. And then depending on the context, you know, you've got another one here. We just keep seeing the same pattern repeat over and over again. Yeah, boom. And what's rectangle? F4. There. Look there. 4. There, see, impulse consolidation, impulse consolidation, impulse. Impulse. And then it gets a little sloppy here, but you still see fractal moves. They're just pretty small to operate with. Lots of liquidity down here. And then when you get a VPOC shift downwards, it's going, okay, these starting to get lower prices, but you would go, okay, what happens very commonly? You have this, you got a VHVN. Oh, geez, I said I was going to make this video short. I never do. Once I get rolling, I just need to keep doing it because it gets me thinking. There's a VHVN, that's the previous accepted price. So this was too high for now. This is the kind of agreed upon average price. There's your volume weighted average price. We've got, you know, really somewhere between. There's the most volume here, and then this is kind of a mathematical way to calculate a VWAP. You'd be looking, okay, somewhere here and here. Then this shifts down, that's gone, okay, we've kind of accepted lower prices for now. You see where it went. You know, and typically you do kind of see, you know, this get retested. This couldn't make it back. That's pretty strongly showing. I mean, where's the strongest volume? South. It's lots of red bubbles. A lot of big red bubbles. And you're going, here's a bunch back and forth, like a consolidation right here. There's another pattern. Look, there's your impulse move. There's your impulse move. And this turns into kind of, it's kind of going back and forth on this line, but you've got more sell pressure. So how would you get in? You might be like, okay, I'm starting to see some bubbles and come here. You'd have to be, you'd probably have to put your stops somewhere up here behind this wall here. And a bunch of back and forth, but the seller's got the power here. The sellers, clearly at the time they have the delta. Look at that, look at that CVD, lots of selling. A lot more sellers active. So then you get here. Okay, this is, you might get in at an earlier spot, but here's another one. This is a really sweet move for the day here. So you had that, you had this one here, and that's a pretty sharp move down, but you might think, oh, it's part of this. So, but then the VPOC shifts down, so then you might reason that, okay, this failed to happen. You got this liquidity here. This could be sellers getting in. This could just be, moving up, allowing sellers to get an opportunity to get in, bigger money, putting that on there. So they're getting filled at the price they want. And they have a lot more leverage. They can be filling up all this anticipation for a bigger move down. So, you see all this back and forth. You see this hit here. And the fact that it is not going back above what's considered to be the average price. And everything there is pointing towards looking for shorts. At that point, this would be the thing that would throw me off, because you could see this right here, this liquidity, but never actually filled. This could just be, okay, we need to clear this out so we can, who knows, it's just all sorts of countless participants doing countless different things. But, I mean, this looks strong. But, then you can get in on a decent trade here. What's that, 77? You see this in time, like I was looking here. You can get that. You can get both of them if you're some kind of expert, which I am not yet. I'm looking at this in hindsight. Some of this stuff happens, you gotta be like, boom, and just be on it immediately, or it ain't gonna happen. With this, you start to see, okay, going down, testing that. Right here, seeing some of the biggest bubbles seen so far on this today. And then you see back and forth, back and forth. You might go, okay, here I'm seeing, okay, potential for south. Where's the liquidity at? Like you might see this come in. You start to see this. Well, at this point, you're kind of too late to the party. Seeing here, and they discuss that in the Traders Lab also, that's a short. And it's also kind of part of a flag pattern. You got an impulse. Got another impulse here. You could even say, oh, that's the impulse. That's the volume. And it's pretty steep, and it's all sells. And you go wiggle, 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 and then this is wiggles, bunch of wiggles. You go here. This is clearly just showing under the, VWAP mid, VPOC. So it's going, okay, this is all kind of pointing with all of the other sell volume. We're looking for, okay, this could be the time to take a move south. And that'd be a very nice one, getting in anywhere here, 78 to 81. And then you could go all the way down to, who knows, potentially down here. Make 10, 15 points or so. That's pretty nice, and you can call it a day at that point. Because, I mean, there's even more. There's even more. Busy, busy day. You got another impulse here. And you got more squigglies. And then you have this testing on top of these structures, and going long. You've got this testing the underside of this structure here. This refusing to go higher than where all of this stuff was taking place, and down. And here, see, there's another flag down, and here, and down, and then here and up, and then a bunch of slop across here. A bunch of slop all over here. And then you're going up, and this was up. That's like another flag here, squiggly wiggly, and then up, and then that's the end of the day. Easy enough to go over it in hindsight. Sure as hell pretty damn difficult to spot it in real time, which is what you got to do to actually make the money off of this. So that is where I'm working out. So these videos are to help me try to spot things that I might not be able to see normally. And it's just going back, reviewing, and I'll post this video. I mean, it's getting too late. I gotta go to sleep now, so try marking up a video here, and I think I'll just save this screenshot here, post it tomorrow. I gotta get going to sleep. I gotta post this in Discord and then my Bookmap Academy spreadsheet and all that. So good night, everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever you do. I'll be back on later. And hopefully soon I'll have some real exciting stuff. 2024. This is going to be my year. It better be, because I'm going to have to figure out something like within this next year, probably. So, adios, everybody.